Hello StarCraft 2 fans, welcome back to another game of StarCraft 2. This is gonna be New Zealand versus Netherlands, a new series for you guys, and just to mention, we have a Zerg versus Protoss. So for the Zerg team, or sorry, for the New Zealand team on the top right hand side, we've got Shura on the red Zerg. She's representing both New Zealand and Team Acer in this one. And her opponent is going to be no other than Harstem. He's been on the pro scene quite a lot lately, playing Protoss in the blue, and he's representing Team Invasion Esport and Netherlands. So gonna be an interesting series. I've seen some of the players that are upcoming in the replays, although as usual I did not pre-watch them, and those players are actually quite popular, so this is gonna be pretty cool. A lot of very well-known names. Now, just before I continue with that, Shura, by the way, in case you have not heard of her, this player is also known as Crimson. Sorry, not Crimson, Scarlet. I made that mistake before. It's Scarlet. And she's been on the scene for quite some time now. I believe she started off on Wings of Liberty. She's had a lot of success in 2014, a little bit in 2015, but that's about as far as her history goes, or as recent as her history goes. Other than that, I'm not really quite sure. I've seen her in some other tournaments. She was in the Home Story Cup number 12, and other than that, not really that familiar with her personal life. So looks like there was pool put down after the first hatchery for Harstem. He actually decided to go for a double gateway before the Cybernetics core, which is all perfectly well. Gonna possibly be seeing double adept play later on, which is of course pretty standard. One gas coming out as well. And it does look like this Nexus gonna be up pretty early. So hello Mr. Pro being put out here, so just sitting inside the base. Just having a bit of a chat, so that's all good and well, just being a bit friendly towards each other. Of course, while this is a competitive game, it's very nice to see when players are being very friendly towards each other. Some of the more popular, or some of the more friendly and overly nice people that I know at least are Liquid TLO. He's probably my favorite player anyways. He's super nice, super polite, and very good sense of humor as well. So not sure what this is about. I assume that Harstem has been in Korea for quite some time or something like that, that they're almost considering him Korean. But I can assure you that he's from Netherlands. Now just a bit of details as well, just I suppose a bit of fun facts while we're waiting for things to begin here with the action. Scarlet, or Shura in this case, is actually currently nicknamed the Queen of Blades. The funny thing is, she's not a very big fan of that. Now, being a Zerg player and being nicknamed something like that, I thought it would have been quite an honor to be called that. I mean, that's like, you know, I'm the queen of the Zerg essentially. So pretty cool, but just something to mention. Some interesting things about Harstem. He is actually a former Warcraft 3 player. He started with StarCraft 2 on release, so I'm not sure how his Warcraft 3 career stopped there. I mean, he was pretty young at the time. I believe he's 21 at the moment, so that would have been, what, about 5-6 years ago when Wings of Liberty released? So, looks like he started off with StarCraft 2 and been on that ever since. Looks like these adepts actually getting cleaned up. I think that was not worth it for him. I mean, 4 drones for 2 adepts. He could have probably done a lot more than that with 2 adepts. So looks like another Nexus coming out for Harstem. So going for the double expand. Now, fun enough, that's just a little bit behind Shura's. So definitely interesting here. It's a bit risky as well, but it doesn't look like Shura is actually going for any sort of huge aggression at the beginning. Also focusing quite a lot on the macro. Now it looks like a lair is on the way also. So gonna potentially see some tech. Now just to note, there has not been a Roach Warren put down as of yet. So I wonder, is this going to be some sort of Mutalisk play? Because if you notice, there's four Vespene Geysers complete before the lair is up. So I wonder, is he going to saturate this just a little bit more and then bring out the Mutalisk? Because that of course is actually one of her known playstyles. She does like to go for Mutalisks. And actually, I didn't realize this is actually it was only 3 in total Vespene Geysers. Now this Overlord is probably going to get taken. Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought he would have been able to kill that, to be honest, if he would have brought his sentries over here. Yeah, I think that if he stayed on it, he would have definitely killed it off. It's just doing a bit of damage, warding that off. Now just let's have a quick look what's been seen. He's seen the expansion, he hasn't seen a Twilight Council, and that's pretty much it. He knows pretty much everything that's going on other than the Twilight Council. In terms of tech, it does look like Hydralisk Den is being produced by Shura, so that's definitely also one of her playstyles. She seems to be Zergling, Hydralisk and Mutalisk oriented, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so there we go. There's a few more gateways put down. There's also the robotics facility here right outside the third. So that's very interesting to note. And let's have a quick count of the amount of gateways already on the field. Looks like there's 5 gateways in total, which is all fine and well. Now that was quite weird. Did he just... Does look like I missed a bit of harassment here. Did I? Doesn't look like anything got killed, but he did recall there. So definitely interesting. Now a lot of creep spread going on here from Shura as well. I mean, it's 6 minutes in and she's pushing the middle right now. Now a hallucinated Phoenix is going to be able to scout out pretty much everything that's going on here. Not really worth anything, it's just a bit of energy. And of course energy is something that you're very welcome to sacrifice when you are scouting out. So obviously he sees the Hydralisk Den. One thing to note, he has also spotted the Spire. So that's definitely important. Spotting out the Spire this early, before it's complete, will definitely give Hearthstone a bit of the advantage. Look at that, he's putting down his Stargate pretty much straight away. And that is huge. Putting down a Stargate at the very beginning, when the Mutalisk Spire is not even complete, is going to give him enough Phoenixes to defend off against the Mutalisk push. And if you look at Shura's gas, she has about 600 gas built up with that Spire. So going to be able to build out about 7 Mutalisks by the time that comes up. And is she going to put down those exactly at the same time? Now what's this? This is a Phoenix and an Observer just doing a bit of scouting. And it's finally moving on to the creep here. So it looks like we have Adepts, Stalkers and Sentries. Just going to help recede that creep back a little bit. On the other side it's still growing, so that's pretty fine. Now just to note, it's a Hydralisk and Zergling army. Honestly, I think that he could use a few roaches in this one as well. Or she rather. So a very tense moment here for both our players. Trying to build up. A second Stargate has actually just been put down. I just about managed to catch it out there. Now let's have a quick look how many Mutalisks are up. There's actually 5 in total. It's not huge. Probably just going to try to do a bit of harassment with them, and then as soon as... Oh, look at that. 6 more being produced right now. So whether she's going to try to do harassment with them or not, it does look like she's committing to it a little bit more. Also getting the level 1 attack. But there is a cannon here running straight into this base. She could potentially lose one. No, she does not. So very close there. Almost running over that cannon a little bit too far and into the army. But at the other side, even if she lost that Mutalisk, I think it would have probably been worth it simply because of the fact that she has now revealed the fact that Hearthstone has a 4th base. And as well, the disruptors are also visible. So Blink is now being completed. Level 1 air weapons actually being completed for the Phoenixes, so that's important. Now taking on Phoenix is never a good idea. Of course you might be able to snipe off one every now and then, but at the same time they're very difficult to deal with because as usual they're a little bit faster, they shoot a little bit further, and also they are very good against light units. So they can be, oh, and not to mention, not to forget that they can actually fire while moving. So there we go, Mutalisk popping in here again, doing a little bit, trying to do a little bit more damage, but of course being denied pretty much straight away. And there we go, they might have just been baiting the Phoenixes. They did manage to snipe off 2 at the cost of potentially 3. I'm not sure how many has been lost. 4 in total versus 4 Phoenixes. So is it worth it? I honestly, it very well might be. If she continues with this Mutalisk production, she's going to have a huge amount of them. There we go. Vipers also being produced, so that is quite important. This just means that that Shura is expecting Phoenixes to come out. Now, I did just see... Oh, okay, I see. So, never mind. The Fleet Beacon has only been put down for the Phoenix attack range. What it does is it adds an extra 2 attack for Phoenixes, which lets them kite the Mutalisk even better. And it does do quite a lot of damage that way. They're just not able to keep up with the Phoenixes. So obviously he has Herstem, that is. He has decided that, look, she's probably going to go for those Mutalisks. She's known for this playstyle. Let's get Phoenixes. Let's upgrade them. Has the level 1 almost complete here as well. So of course, starting to come into effect now. And oh, managing to snipe off a free Mutalisk there. That's quite good play here. Every bit counts here right now when reducing these Mutalisks. Going to be super, super important. Now this engagement is not going to favor Shura here. There's a lot of Hydralisks, but at the same time, Sentries, Adepts and Stalkers coming in from behind. Manages to snipe the Nexus, which is the most important thing. Losing so many Hydralisks to the Disruptor as well. Getting that clean up so quick. But then look at the army supply. Getting reinforced so damn quick. Very well played here from Shura, throwing down 60 Zerglings actually, so that's 30 supply that has been brought back here almost instantly. And look at the absolute humongous stream of Zerglings that's going to be coming down here. Lots of Zerglings, lots of Hydralisks, putting down a few Lurkers as well. That's definitely important. And this is basically going to be there to defend off against this army. Now, Lurkers can be taken out quite handily by Disruptors, but at the same time you do need detection to see them. So there we go, they engage. The Lurkers are just about to come up now. They're going to be able to defend. Oh, a bit of miss micro. Bit of a miss rally actually. And there we go. Is she going to bury them? Yes, she is indeed. Going to start doing a bit of damage. Manages to snipe off one of them quite nicely. Flying so far. Just to note, there is a Zergling detecting that, so that's quite cool. And there we go, the Mutalisk engaging onto this as well. They are getting very, very quickly taken out. But however, if she manages to destroy all these units, it will be worth it for her. She's still ahead in army supply, so producing so many of those Mutalisks right now. 10 in total being produced. Let's have a quick look at what's on the map already. There's already 14 that are there and are still alive from the previous engages. So I think Shura is in quite a good position right now. She does have this base almost fully saturated, which brings her up to 5 bases in total. But then again, Herstem is also on 5 bases. If he can establish this base and does not get it denied, it could very, very well turn out very poorly for Shura. So I feel that right now she needs to either destroy one of Herstem's forces completely, or she needs to do enough economic damage with these Mutalisks to do something about it. So there we go. The increased range on the Phoenix is going to really start to affect these Mutalisks. Now, if they get too close, they're going to get destroyed. But at the same time, there is Vipers on the field. Vipers, very, very good against Phoenixes because they have this skill. It's called Parasitic Bomb. And what it does is it just does a cloud of damage. It's similar to the Science Vessel back in StarCraft 2, StarCraft 1 and Brood War, and it just basically does a bunch of damage to any unit and units around it. So quite important and very, very useful against Phoenixes. Now it looks like, not sure how, but it does look like Herstem knew about this Mutalisk engagement here. So many of these Mutalisks getting sniped out. Wow. That was so significant right now. Now just to note, there is actually chitinous plating coming out for Ultralisk, so we're going to see Ultralisk coming out in this match very, very shortly. Crackling update also on the way. And level 2 attack. Now let's have a quick look. I do believe that, oh, I can't actually see upgrades here. There we go, level 2 Carapace has already been completed, so 2-2 for the Ultralisks. And these Phoenixes being so annoying right now. Yoink being made here, taking out a few of these Phoenixes, and this is going to be very nice here for Shura, managing to snipe out these Phoenixes. Oh my god, and Herstem is not controlling them, and there we go. This is actually due to the fact that there is a big engage here. He's probably a bit focused more onto this. Oh wow, this is huge. He decides to actually bring all of these Adepts in here, not cancelling them in time, which could result in so many units lost, and it does indeed. So losing all of the Adepts right now, that is absolutely huge. Now that could have also been done to free up some supply, but surely there would have been a better way to free up supply. So for example, sacrifice them into this base, at least take out a bunch of economy and, you know, just do a bit of damage with what you're about to lose. Now he is aware of that base for sure. And I think that that was a big miss micro right there. Not controlling those Adepts and basically getting them surrounded by Zerglings and Ultralisk was not going to end well in any form of way. Now there's a total of 6 Disruptors here. 1 Yoink being put down. There we go. A free Disruptor. Is he going to manage to... she going to manage to grab a few more? I do believe she's going to try. There we go. Another one getting taken out here. And is it going to get taken out? Yes, it is indeed. Now, a few Zerglings that are reinforcing are getting taken out at the same time. Not that significant. I think that those Disruptor kills were very, very important. There is a few Lurkers mixed into this army as well. It's a total of about 9. And there we go, flooding this base. I don't think it's going to hold on for very long. There's a few Archons mixed into this army as well, and a few High Templars. They're probably going to do a few Storms. Oh my god, these Queens getting taken out. The Vipers also getting fed back, which is going to take them out very, very quickly. Now, the Disruptors are a bit out of position here, I think. Managing to take out only one Lurker with that, and deciding to then back out with them. Now, there was almost 2 of those Disruptors taken out there. The base was, of course, denied. 21 probes already killed. The second base also getting denied. Oh, that was a huge, huge Purification Nova. Also, a few Storms going down. Probably going to convert that into an Archon right after. So the second base, of course, also denied in the background there. And here we go. Shura's army is getting very quickly cleaned up by a Stalker Immortal and Archon army. But I do think that she's in quite a commanding position right now. This is a very solid place for her to be in. Main reason for that is she denied 2 bases with that. That is huge. And on the other hand, she has 2 of her bases probably almost fully saturated at this point. Okay, this one's only starting. This one is, of course, mining quite well there. So I do think that it's a good position for Shura to be in. However, she does need to get those Lurkers up. She needs to defend against this big push. There's a lot of supply here. It's not a laughing matter at all. There is a total of about 4 Immortals, 3 Disruptors. That could wipe out a lot of these units. But the big surround going off here. 1 Immortal out of place. Or not Immortal Disruptor. 3 Disruptors out of place already. I think this is going to go very, very south for Hearthstone right now. All of these units just streaming down. So many Zerglings. There is no way to run from Zerglings whatsoever. This 1 Immortal... the Ultralisk almost dead, and there we go. The GG has been called. That was brilliantly played by Shura. Those yoinks were very, very good, I have to say, managing to snipe out a few of those very, very crucial disruptors. And of course, I think that one of the main things there was also losing all of those disruptors because they were out of place. And that's pretty much it for game number 1. Shura taking it as a 1-0 versus the Netherlands. And that's it. I'll pretty much end it here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please smash that thumbs up button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck. Take care. Bye bye.